Okay, welcome back to my channel once again, and in today's tutorial we're going to talk about sets. So sets is also a built-in data type in Python, and it's used to store multiple variables, as we looked at in the other inbuilt variables in Python. But the only difference is that to create sets, so my set is equal to, so here we use the curly brackets. All right, so we can remember from our previous lessons that in list we use the square bracket, then we used the normal brackets. So in sets we are going to use the curly brackets. So you can use single or double quotes. Okay, so let's say we want to create sets for let's say cities. So we have Accra, Kumasi, say Koforidua. All right, so sets to, once you create sets, you cannot change it, but you can add to it. So even though you cannot change, but you can add to sets. Okay, so if you want to create an item that you don't want to change but you can add to, then you can use sets to do that, or set to do that. Okay, so now let's try and print what is inside, but before that let me run this first before we get an error. So I want to print our set by calling my set. Okay, so this gives us a list in the sets. So now with sets also, you cannot call sets with index, so you have to note this. You can't call sets with index. All right, but you can, if you want to print single items in a set, you can use this. So assuming that we want to call Accra, we can just use this Accra, then in, then we call my set. So this will help us to call individual, or to tell us that Accra is in the list, sorry, in the set, or in the set items. Let me put it that way. So this will give us or this will let us know that we have Accra in my set, or in the list my set. Okay, so it returned a boolean value of true. Then we can also use for loop to do that, but since we've not talked about for loops, I didn't want to talk about it. But let's see, maybe we can just talk about it here, but when we get to loops we will understand it better. Okay, so let's print into brackets x and see the output that we get. Okay, right, so this gives us a list of all the items in the sets. All right, so for is a loop function which loops through the list stored in my sets and outputs all of them. Okay, right, So now we will talk about how to add items to our set. And to do that, we use the add method. Okay. All right. So I'll just call my variable, which is my set, followed by the add method. So dot add. Then inside the method, I'll provide the name or the item that I want to add to the list. So I will add, let's say, Sunyani. All right. I'll do copy and paste once again. So now let's print what is in our new set. Okay, so you see that Sunyani is added to our new set. So this is how you can add to sets. All right. Then also you can remove items from sets. And to do that, we use the remove method. So I'll just change this to remove. So now if I print this, Sunyani will be removed from the list. Okay, so this brings us to the end of sets, and thanks for watching.